You know, when someone brings up hooliganism, football hooliganism, football casual scene, they seldom bring the element of fantasy into it. Hey, but I'm a different sort of geese, ain't I? So, as you know, Del Boy Diablo, the intrepid, the uncanny, that's me. Diablo TV, like and subscribe, do things you're supposed to do. And some video, some concept I had in mind long ago, but it just didn't seem right anytime, you know what I mean? It didn't make, it sounded like it would be stupid, you know, which I'm talking about. As they have the fantasy football in America, I don't know if they got that in, I never saw anybody talk about no fantasy football in UK. What I see those lads do is they go gamble in Ladbrokes and stuff like that. So I don't think they got time for no fantasy football. I don't think they play video games and stuff like that. They're not into that. So the thing about it is, for me, it's always been, you know, about, you know, imagining this firm and that firm, but then it's also, so to make just a straight hooligan fantasy football league and just use the existing firms and the existing structure, it'd be daft, you know, it's stupid. What's the point? But what has happened organically in the comments, in the YouTube comments, all you lads out there, what it ends up being is, and it gives new life to that original idea of mine. A lot of my older ideas, you know, but they don't necessarily work out, they don't come to fruition, but later on, other things happen that enable them to actually take place. For example, yeah, to make a fantasy football league about firms would be stupid. Let's just say that straight up. But what happens is people start comparing the areas, the regions. What do I mean by that? Well, I had to figure it out for myself. I wrote my own regions. It starts being like the Northwest and the Northeast. I started doing this in my comments, in my videos, yeah? I started saying, okay, well, which is the hardest area? And I started saying like, the Northwest is the hardest of England. That's what I started seeing. But what about Scotland? Anyway, so I started going into it like, which areas is the hardest, and combining all their firms, and we started getting into those sort of discussions. So then, now you're talking about the Del Boy Diablo stuff. You're talking about Diablo TV, Fantasy League. But the way this Fantasy League works is the discussion of which area in England has the hardest firms collectively. So then that's never going to happen in reality, because, you know, you could have an English national firm, Scottish national firm, Welsh national firm. Swansea won't be in that one, but you can have these national firms. That's happened, yeah, at least with the Scottish. I don't know if there's ever been a proper combined English national firm, right? But there has been attempts at it, as obviously the movies, the firm discuss it, but it's still only 3 firms there. Anyway, so if you look into it, which I've done, different people dispute it, but Wikipedia and what's the authentic, as far as the system goes, so to speak, the official, is that there's 9 regions in England. But the thing is, I look at them from what I'm into and the way lads talk, we don't need so many. Hey baby, easy now. Hey, yeah, those guys are good. Those guys are good. They ran those off. You see how it goes here? Even the ducks breaking the firms, the geese. You understand? So now then, I have combined some of these regions, and here's where we go for Diablo TV Hooligan Fantasy League, right? Northwest, Northeast, all Midlands combined. They got Yorkshire separate. West Midlands, East Midlands. I combine all that into Midlands. Then Southeast, they got east of England and Southeast. I combined that all into Southeast. And then Southwest, and then London area. So as far as writing out the maps, is simple. You just take the existing one that you'll find, and you see this is without any notes or any dossier prepared for me by the International Hooliganism site. It's all right here, pal. So all you do is you combine Midlands, West, East, and Yorkshire right into one, Northeast, Northwest, and like I said, the East of England and Southeast and Southwest. Bam, that's it. You got 6 regions, yeah? So without me sitting here counting it out. So then who's the best? If you put all those firms together against all those. So it can only happen in the fantasy realm. No, that's never going to happen in any sort of semblance of reality. But now that we're here and the discussions have occurred, the Northwest, to me, Northwest London, and Midlands has to be the top 3. If you look at it, Northwest, just 4 clubs in their fan bases alone. Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool, Everton. Just say that. That goes against anything in the whole UK. That goes against anything in the whole world. Right? So I don't. And Northwest, who wants to go up there? It's cold and dark and it's grim up north. You know what I mean? So as they say, so I'd rather be in the south, brother, with the sun in the countryside having some scrumpy. That's me. Now then, Northwest. In Northeast, you got some good ones, but it doesn't. It's none. You got, to me, the best is Sunderland. Next is Newcastle. Next is Middlesbrough. That's the way I look at the Northeast. You got the Hartlepool. The Hartlepool, I don't think they're as big, but they're tough. So I always say that that's the top 4 over there. You know, chime in the comments, let me know. But still, that's not going to be able to take out Northwest, nor if they combine, nor will it be able to take out London area. London area, the Big 4, the Tottenham, the West Ham, the Millwall, the Chelsea, let alone you got QPR. Then London area, Luton Town, Luton Miggs, they're close to there. So that London area, you know, you're going to assume that that's the best. Then when you get the south and the southeast of England and the southeast, you got the Brighton, and then you're going east. You got some other ones like Norwich, I think, Ipswich. I think those guys are out there. But the top, then in the entire southeast, then Pompey, of course. Yeah, Portsmouth 657. That would be the boss firm out there. But I don't think any of those. I don't think all those together. You know, Pompey on their own can go against any London group, but the collective, all those groups I just mentioned against London area, I don't think so. And then you got the southwest where I'm at with Plymouth and Cardiff. Cardiff being the top. Yeah. So then the south. Some people think it's, you know, pumpkin farmers, and that a lot of people don't rate the southwest as far as that. And obviously Cardiff is not even actually in that. It's Wales. But to me, the southwest of UK is where I'm at. Yeah. And you know, to me, it's the Welsh, it's the Janners, and the Cornish. All of us, that's the ethnic groups I'm with as far as I see it, you feel me? So with that being said, I'm gonna leave it there, but in the comments below, you tell me. But I think this is the 6 regions for everybody out there in the world to talk about of England, of combined firms in the Diablo TV Fantasy League. So Northwest, Northeast, Midlands, woo! I almost skipped them, Jack. Whew. It might be the Midlands is the best of all, with all the mobs they got in there, I don't know. If you combine the entire Midlands that I said, from your Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield Blades, you got the Naughty 40, the Stoke Naughty 40, Birmingham Zulus. Whoo, you got a lot of mobs in that Midlands, Jack. Ooh, dangerous if you combine all of them together. So let's say we got Midlands, then you got the Southeast, as I mentioned, and then you got the Southwest. 6 regions. That is the divisions of England, according to Del Boy. What do you say about it?